It is springtime in Georgia, and we had a few things happen this week, so I'm going to share that with you. And we are getting ready to do our spring planting, and there's a few other things, so let's get into it. First, we had a lot of rain this week, a ton of rain. And what did that do? Everyone's like, oh, it's going to wash away the pollen. It doesn't wash away the pollen. It makes the pollen go poof. So that's what it did. The pollen went poof. It's everywhere. There's yellow stuff everywhere. It's awful. You can taste it. If you've never moved to the south in the springtime, don't move down here. It's hot. It's beautiful, but it's hot. And it's pollen, and your life will never be the same after you've encountered the amount of pollen we have down here. Second thing that happened this week, besides all of the rain, it was like Noah's Ark around here. Things were flooding everywhere. Was Thursday night. We had our very first issue with our egg-laying hens. When I went to go put them up, one of the red ones, she doesn't have a name because there's like 3 of them that look almost identical, was just standing there. She was just standing by the akuba bush. She wasn't moving. She wasn't doing nothing. She wasn't clucking. She was just like frozen. I'm like, what's going on? All the other chicks were running all over the place, and she was just standing there. So I went over there to her, and she still just stood there. When I went down to pick her up, that's when she ran off. And she ran towards the coop. And when she got in the coop, I had thrown out some scratch because it was supposed to freeze that night. We've had our last freeze, I think. And she wasn't eating scratch. And chickens love scratch, and she wasn't doing it. So went and got Blake. He came down, he got a hold of her, and as he was walking from the coop up to the house, he's like, well, we're going to bring this chicken inside and watch her overnight. I'm like, excuse me, I don't want to have a chicken in the house. But we were going to bring her inside regardless. And as he was walking, he was kind of rubbing her abdomen, like underneath. He was just kind of rubbing right there. And he was walking, and I was walking about 20 feet behind him, and I just went, it just came out. I was like, wow, I just saw a chicken give birth, basically. It was a soft egg. I don't know if she was egg bound, because it wasn't a hard egg, but it was definitely a soft shell egg, which we've only encountered one time before. That was when they first started laying. And he's like, well, she feels better now, and he was going to go put her back in the coop, and we were checking her behind, and she was prolapsed. So if you know what that word means, you know what that is. And if you have chickens, the only option is, you've got 2 options. One is to hope it goes back in by itself, and 2, get some gloves. Yeah, Google it. So we brought her inside and put her in the playroom, the grow room, whatever it is we can call it. And she was all lethargic, her eyes were closed, and she was all acting all sad and stuff. And then the cat came in, and the cat was all fluffed up. I'm like, oh, the chicken and the cat, this is gonna get interesting. And all of a sudden, she just jumped up on the side of the bed that we had her in, and she started acting kind of normal again, and was hopping around the playroom. I'm like, this isn't gonna work out very well. So Blake picked her up and checked her behind again, and she was fine. We didn't have to get the rubber gloves out, thank God. So the next day he went and got some oyster shells. We haven't had a problem with calcium. The food that we feed them is pretty good, but just better safe than sorry. And they've enjoyed the oyster shells as a treat, which leads me into the next thing. He went to Tractor Supply by himself. There's 2 places he should not go by himself. It's Home Depot. Sorry, 3. Harbor Freight and Tractor Supply. He bought more meat chickens. He bought more meat chickens. we've got 22 meat chickens now. I'll show you the difference between week-old meat chickens and 2-3-day-old meat chickens. The week-old meat chickens are gross and ugly. I don't like them. Ugh. They're so gross looking. I don't know why, but they're just so gross looking. They don't look like regular chickens anymore. Or sorry, they don't look like the cute little chicks anymore. They look gross. So we got more meat chickens. That's the other thing that happened. And then we had our last freeze, hopefully our blackberry winter, which prompted us, tomorrow's Easter. Yesterday was Good Friday. You're never supposed to plant before Good Friday. Good Friday and Easter fall very early this year. So we decided to plant soon, and Old Farmer's Almanac says April 10th, which is next Saturday, is the best day to plant for our zone. So since that's what the Farmer's Almanac says to do, we're going to get ready. We're going to till the back half of the garden today, move the planter boxes out. We went and got the soil for the planter boxes. We were hoping that our compost was going to give us enough soil, and it's just not. And that's what we're going to do today. And we are going to attempt to finish our other project, which is another video. So I'm going to show you all a little bit what we're doing. I'm going to show you the chicks that we got, and here we go. So Blake went and got 10 more chickens. You can see those are the newer ones over there in the corner. These are the ones that are a week old. 1 week old today. See how fat they're already getting? That one's so fat he just turned on over. There's a couple days old. There's a week old. The one that had the issues doing just fine. Just fine. This is their favorite hiding spot. If I remember correctly, that's the one that had the issue. No, that's the one down back there. Let's see if I can get to her. Right there. She's the one that had the issue. She's doing just fine now. Let me see them. What are those?
Big words.
What are proof that our soil is great and it's about time to plant. Alright, y'all, we've tilled. I didn't till, he tilled. The kids picked up rocks. We found some interesting stuff. I showed you those videos of what we found. You never know what you're going to find back here. So this house was built in '51. My grandmother's family owned all this land, so you never know what you're going to find. So that's what we did today. That's what's gone on this week. If you have any questions, comment below. Please, please, please like this video, share, subscribe. If you subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell. We would love to grow our channel. If you already have, we greatly appreciate it. Everybody have a happy, happy Easter tomorrow, and we will see y'all hopefully next week.